Hello all, it's James Johnson aka Sulphurblade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. Alright, I want to just share some words of wisdom for any players out there who are legitimately getting frustrated with the game mechanics. So, I think many players want to treat this wonderful sandbox as a sandbox. They wish to avoid the main storyline, and I understand that. I get that. I'm attempting to do the very same thing. I don't want to rush the game either. At the same time, I think it would behoove every new player to not jump right into the non-storyline quests. So you may or may not be aware, but the searching around the world for Mutt is side content. It's not main storyline. And I think the searching around for Mutt is fun. But if you do it first, before anything else, I think you're setting yourself up to have a bad game experience. I strongly recommend that you consider training with Tomcat first, or doing the blacksmith quest line at least 2 to 3 steps. If you train with Tomcat first, you'll take the wildly popular noob tactic of, wait for it, let me demonstrate, wrong weapon, the wildly popular tactic of swing, 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 and I'm out of stamina. I swung 4 times right there and I ran myself out of stamina. If you visit Tomcat, the first swing would probably get blocked when you're fighting. The second swing would probably get blocked as you're fighting. But because you learned the left, right, left technique that Tomcat teaches you, your third swing might actually land and hit something. And therefore, this wildly popular noob technique of swing, swing, swing and run themselves out of stamina and then complain when they can't raise their shield to block as they're getting their ass beat down, well, had you gone and trained with Tomcat, only 2/3 of your stamina would be wasted with wild swinging. So the other recommendation is when you're combating something, and this is very rich coming from me, because if you've been watching my Let's Play to date, I'm not exactly Kingdom Come Deliverance's greatest combat-oriented dude. I'm also not rage quitting either. I am raging here and there, yes, but it's not because the game's combat sucks, which seems to be a common trend going on the internet right now from people that just haven't grasped or figured out the combat. They have turned the combat into run, 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 turn around, swing, 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 run, 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 run. Oh my god, I'm out of stamina. I was trying to swing more. I'm trying to swing more. I'm getting my ass beat down. Oh my god, this game fucking sucks. And they're doing it again and again, over and over and over again. It's the very definition of actual insanity. They're not learning, they're not realizing that less movement, standing and just watching your enemy, less burning of stamina, and one deliberate attack every 2 to 3 seconds with a little bit of movement. Another deliberate attack. I'm not even fighting anything right now. And you notice how much stamina I burn with just one swing of my sword. So if you stop moving around wildly, stop trying to run all over the place, and swing at the minimum one time every 2 to 3 seconds in combat, you might actually improve. You can't swing, 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 swing. That's a death sentence. That's going to get you killed in the game. Figure it out, people. Now, there's some other people on the internet right now that I think are doing it purposely. I can't be for sure, but for example, heel versus babyface. At this point, I just came from watching one of his videos, if you will, if you want to call it that, where he's trying to kill the same two bandits that he doesn't have the skill to kill yet with an early game Henry. And he's raging over and over and over. As he's attempting to kill two bandits, he could just simply walk around. It's honestly the very definition of insanity. And I think he's actually doing it on purpose. Because he wants to rage, because he wants the people that is watching him to think that the game's combat is entirely shit. I think he is actually trying to create a narrative to harm the game. Now, I might be completely off base. He might just be that wildly wrapped up in his emotions right now and frustrations that he's stuck in an insanity loop that he can't get himself out of. But I find that level of getting trapped inside of your rage to be borderline insane. At some point, any normal, logical person is going to stop doing the same thing over and over again and failing to accomplish it. But he kept on doing it, which only makes it reinforces the thought process in my mind that he's doing it on purpose. It's an intentional rage for grifting purposes. And I think I've seen some other people playing this game do some similar stuff. Then you've got other people who play this game honestly and open without any attempts to grift. An example would say be Asmongold. I don't know what you want to say about Asmongold, but one thing I will say about the guy is he gives games a fair shake. He's not out to try to build a narrative based off of what other people say about a game. He's capable of formulating his own opinion and generating his own thought processes. And watching Asmon play this game was nice. So, you know, if you want to go watch some really popular streamer and get a actual non-biased opinion, go watch Asmongold. He's going to give you, if you watch him, he's not grifting. He's just playing the game the way any other gamer would play the game that may or may not be that great at Kingdom Come Deliverance in general. And again, I'm not saying I'm God's gift to Green Earth on Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm obviously not. If you've watched my content up until now, I'm sure there's plenty of people that have been frustrated with my lack of hand-eye coordination. I am not the greatest at Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance combat, and here I am making recommendations right now at the beginning of this video. It comes off as being maybe something that's not in my wheelhouse. What do they say about people who live in a glass house? They shouldn't throw stones. But at the same time, I'm how do I put it? I'm not purposely dying over and over again to purposely paint the game in a bad light. I'm enjoying the game. I'm not... Well, I might rage, but I'm not calling out the game as being shit. I'm raging at my own incompetence for not being very good at the game. I'm older, I don't have the hand-eye coordination that some others do, and so I have some issues from time to time. These things are to be expected, I think. But it just seems to me that from some videos I've watched here lately, that there are some people who I feel are not being very genuine right now. There's some of the people who were vocal about this game being woke, or at least attempting to be vocal about this game maybe being woke. You know the guys I'm talking about. The Endymions and so forth, the Quasars. I haven't watched Quasar play the game yet. I don't know if he's even played the game yet. But he did content for on the game, and I'm not calling out Quasar. I think Quasar is just one of the content creators who's in the space of the I guess anti-woke content streaming. But with Quasar, I don't think he's grifting. I think he legitimately, when he was making his videos about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I think he was deliberately being fair as to wanting to actually know, is Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance woke? And most of us who knew better, we knew that it wasn't. We obviously knew not to fall for the hype that was being generated. But some of these other streamers who seemed more invested in it, who are now playing the game, they seem to be playing the game really poorly. I don't know if it's because they didn't play the original game very much, or if this poor gaming playing experience that they're having, well, it feels disingenuous. It feels like they're honestly raging just to rage. So I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If you're watching some people, see what their content was before the game came out. Were they on the whole this game's woke trash narrative? And if so, are they the people who are now incapable of learning how to do the combat in game and calling this game trash? And then take what they're saying with some grain of salt. Give the woman the... Oh, right. So, let's turn my around, and let's get our heads out of the game politics world and get ourselves more immersed into the world of KCD2 and start talking about this BS. So yeah, to wrap up this whole narrative that I'm starting off this video with is I recommend doing the blacksmith quest line at least one or two steps in, and to go talk to Tomcat in the beginning of the game. If you're struggling with the game, you may want to do those things before you set off on the grand adventure to find Mutt. Mutt is not main storyline material, it's a side quest, and it's a pretty lengthy side quest at that. And it can be difficult at times here. So if you have a brand new character, you could end up getting your brand new character into situations that your brand new character really is not totally ready for. So I think that the blacksmith quest line and going and training with Tomcat are two things that can help your Henry get a little bit more serviceable, so that you can then turn the sandbox of 1403 Bohemia into maybe a less frustrating experience than if you dive into looking for Mutt right away. Again, however, I'm not trying to tell you how to play, I'm just making these recommendations. What you do with the recommendations is completely up to you. Alright, so I'm looking for this woman. I don't know where she would be found.
Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here?
Praise the Lord.
I'm at the inn, and I have my
I hope you're not going
torch
to
out.
be wandering around here all night.
What are you going on about? We're both at the tavern. And my light's out. I don't know what...
Can I help you with something?
Sometimes the NPCs get a little strange.
That four-legged ogre gave me a fright.
Alright, the person we're looking for might be...
What are you doing prowling
I can
about
hear
here?
something over there. Wait a mo, all right?
What is going on?
You should come for a visit during the day.
I'm not allowed to go into the rat house during the night? Oh, well, okay. Evidently I can't go in the rat house at night. Guess I'm still learning the ins and outs of this KCD2 world. I can't sleep at the tavern because she's probably closed up, right?
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I have a feeling her door is going to be locked, so I'm not going to be able to ask her yet. So I don't have much choice other than to return home and sleep through the night. Maybe that would be another recommendation I would make for gamers who are trying to figure out KCD2. It behooves you to get a good night's sleep. when it gets dark, as the world is not exactly friendly to Henry at night. The game kind of overly assumes you're up to shenanigans if it's dark out.
So much dust.
Greetings.
Yeah, you know, I wish they would stop insulting couples all the time. The occasional person uppity about an old nag is fine, but every single person you come across commenting about poor Pebbles is actually annoying. It's like it breaks some of the realism, right? Or well, not realism. It breaks the immersion. It's like the game is trying to force this narrative that Pebbles is bad. And I think I know why they wanted to do that, because there's going to be an entire DLC coming out in the future that deals with horse racing. And so they're really trying to push the horses to be a larger part of the Kingdom Come Deliverance world in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But at the same time, Pebbles is in my lore in a way. Pebbles is special. And the game needs to stop disrespecting Pebbles so much and let the player love its older animal, right? I don't think it would have been an uncommon experience for a horse owner to grow fond of their horse, even when the horses were treated as tools, like they probably were in the Middle Ages. There still would have been a fair number of human beings on the planet that would have looked at their animal, their horse, as more than just so this is the area where those wolves are. Probably a bad place to come through here with Henry. I just want to stop over at this town over here and check in on Mutt, because I sent Mutt to this town thinking I was sending Mutt to my home in Tarkov. Not evidently there is a home for the player in what's the noise? I'm hearing a fair amount of noise here.
Whoa!
Hey, fella! Stop up for a bit of chat.
Just you.
You guys are just sparring? Alright. All is good. So yeah, when I was wandering around aimlessly without a home, I think this is... Over here is supposedly where I was supposed to come, I guess? So where's our...
What is this hooved monster? Ugh.
Gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the
It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer.
men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's just what they want you to think.
Alright, where's my dog?
It's in scripture. Who knows what's really in it and what they've made up? And if only lying was the worst of it. But you know full well they steal and kill and rape poor defenseless women.
I have no idea where I sent my dog to. It's supposed to be in this town somewhere. And I want to make sure he's being fed.
What a nice day.
Alright, Pebbles. You can hang out here. Hired hand, housemaid. Here's a person. No, I don't want to rob her. I want to talk to her. Okay, I evidently can't talk to her. Hello, good sir. Can you be talked to? No? So, I'm looking for people to talk to because... as the new player, when you're starting off the game and you wander over to this town, because this is the town where the innkeeper says they'll look after you, well, somebody here you must wander into and talk to that will offer you a bed and stuff like that.
Hail.
But who is it? I am in the right place, right? Yeah, this is the name of the town where I sent the dog. I thought I was sending him up here, but evidently I was sending him here. Maybe I sent the dog to the inn? Maybe the inn is considered part of this area? That's a drying rack. It's woodland garden. Smokehouse, baths, lodgings. I'm gonna go to the Wagoner's Inn.
You may say that God
That might be where the dog is.
Payback for the last time, and really my asses up.
Oh, that's the guy with the lisp. Okay, how are you supposed to get over to the inn from here? Alright, Mutt, where are you?
Whoa! Whoa!
This is the Search for Mutt Part 2. Is he hanging out over here somewhere? He is. I think I see Mutt. I do. This is a strange place to tie Mutt to. Hey, bud. What's going on here? Controls. Settings. Controls. This is not exactly what I'm looking for. Key bindings, that's what I'm looking for. Slow, jump, crouch, rotate. Pat your dog or horse V. Maybe I have to talk to the innkeeper? Is he housing my dog?
Greetings. What do you need?
I'm here to get my dog.
I've come for my dog.
About time. He's a hungry beast.
And that's it? That's it. That's how it works. Okay.
Here, Mutt.
Good day. Coming right up.
Okay, so I'm not quite happy with the Mutt situation. Command.
I want to send Mutt home.
Yeah.
Mutt, Tijaliov.
So I'm not a big how do I put this? I don't play a hunter in World of Warcraft, let's say. I'm not a fan of having pets fighting in combat next to me, as I don't want to have to worry about their health and if they're getting their ass kicked or anything like that. and Mutt kind of takes from my own experience. I feel like him running around attacking things is not realistic. And if I did use a dog in that manner, I think it would be very realistic for the dog to have his ass kicked and be killed rather quickly in combat. So I find the whole Mutt for combat purpose to be distracting. So I don't want him around when I'm questing. I want Mutt to be at my home in the world, for when I come home, I feed him, I pet him, I interact with Mutt when I come back to my bed, when I come back to my home. That inn back there, that's not my home in-game. That is not where my bed is. That is not where what I call home. And so having to go to that inn to simply feed my dog from time to time so he's not starving is very immersion breaking. It's like that inn back there is lodging my dog instead of my home in the game. I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but that's just how I feel about it. And I definitely made a wrong turn. Alright, so I need to go back to... this direction to go find the old lady. What the hell? Okay, I was going in the right direction. You know, I get turned around in this game really easily. I don't know why. I'm usually really good with direction and sense of knowing where I'm going inside of even video game worlds, but this one keeps getting me turned around. Those bandits or humans? Oh, they're evidently bandits because they're chasing me. They're bandit humans evidently because they're speaking human. You know what? Keep chasing me. If you're a bandit, come over to town and get your butt kicked. I let you get a little close, evidently.
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin.
He's running off? Where'd he go? Alright, well that happened. He seemed to vanish into thin air.
Quick.
Careful, guys. I'm coming through. Maybe I'm breaking the speed limit. Henry should be fined for reckless riding through town. Alright, where am I? Give the woman a cross, or that's Tomcat over there. Find the Cuman's camp.
Good afternoon.
This might seem strange, but I'm supposed to give you this.
A cross? Mother of God. What's the meaning of this?
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what he deserves.
Ambrose? The hermit?
It was his wish that I give you the cross and the message. He said you'd know what it's about.
Oh my God! By all that's holy, it couldn't possibly be him. All those years, I'd lost hope. I never forgave myself. I committed a mortal sin.
Well, I don't know what you did. But this is supposed to be your absolution.
No, there's no absolution. Not yet. You said it yourself. Not until Ambrose's brother gets what he deserves. The bones. They still lie there outside the wall. Help me. His soul must find peace.
All right. I'll help you. But you'll have to tell me more.
Thank you, lad. Thank you. I'll tell you everything. It's a curse. I've never told anyone about it. And it's a good thing you caught me here. At the graveyard.
What does the graveyard have to do with absolution?
Hold on. Not so fast. I'll tell you everything. First, tell me... Are you afraid of the dead?
The dead should rest in peace. Even if they aren't in consecrated ground.
You're right, lad. But sometimes there's no choice but to disturb them. You see, one poor soul is waiting for redemption. For years and years.
Ah, I get it now. Ambrose's brother has to get what he deserves. This is about the soul of Ambrose's brother.
His name was Yun. He lies outside the graveyard wall, buried without rites. He's been there for 30 years.
I don't necessarily think this is my business, but I guess I'm now curious.
Why doesn't he have a proper grave?
Because suicides can't enter the kingdom of heaven. They have to be buried outside the walls, like the unclean. The worst thing about it is that Jan didn't kill himself. He didn't deserve such a dishonourable burial, and it's my fault. I said nothing.
What happened to him?
The memories are painful. We were childhood friends, and Jan loved me. Only I chose his friend Vashek over him. He couldn't get over the rejection. So he lay in wait for Vashek one evening.
And Vashek killed him?
It was an accident. They quarrelled. Jan drew his sword first, and Vashek had to defend himself. Apparently, they got close to the cliff edge while they were fighting, and Jan fell. When they found his body at the bottom of the cliff, people thought he'd killed himself. The only one who didn't believe it was Jan's brother.
The conciliatory cross is to commemorate Jan.
Ah, the conciliatory cross where they saw the apparition. That's to commemorate Jan.
His brother Ambrose had it built there. And those diabolical apparitions. It's my fault for saying nothing. God is punishing me for my sins.
Nonsense. God wouldn't use a diabolical apparition to scare you, would he? And what's more, Ambrose forgave you, didn't he?
Only on the condition that Jan's bones will be laid to rest in consecrated ground. Help me lay him to rest in a proper grave, please.
But without telling the priest and gravedigger. Isn't that sacrilege?
That's the only way we can put right a terrible mistake. Jan didn't kill himself.
Okay.
All right. We'll give him a proper burial. Jan's soul has the right to eternal rest.
Thank you. The Lord will pay you back 100-fold. There's a rose bush outside the graveyard wall. You'll find his bones beneath it. Please bury him beside my Vashek. Here, beneath the pine tree. In that way they'll be reconciled, at least in death. Then place Ambrose's cross on his grave to bless their reconciliation. Farewell.
Okay. I guess I'm supposed to bury him here next to this grave.
Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee.
Are you the gravedigger? You are. Ignatius. Can we talk?
Keep close.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then. Hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Interesting, eh?
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
Okay.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately. They were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say, I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more. Farewell.
Okay, so I don't think... I wonder if he's going to be an issue when I'm attempting this, Get the remains from the dead man's grave. Dig a grave. I have a feeling I'm going to have some kind of issue with the grave digger. Okay, somewhere around here. Right here. Pluck the flowers, I suppose. Rob the grave. Great. I'm robbing a grave. Pick up the remains. So I'm becoming unclean doing this. I was hoping I could ask the gravedigger if he would do it. That was the whole point for me talking to the gravedigger just now. And now...
Amen. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said,
Am I supposed to literally put him in the same grave? Instead of dig a new one? I mean...
Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word.
I don't see any other place to dig.
And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ...
Bury John's remains.
Your journey ends here, Jan. I don't know what you have on your conscience. But rest in peace. I don't know much about prayer in these situations, but... Our Father, there are many sinners in this world, but in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do. So forgive me this little sacrilege. You know better than anyone that it was the right thing to do. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven, and deliver us from evil. Amen.
Okay.
Ambrose's brother Jan got what he deserved, just as the hermit wanted.
I saw that. May his soul find peace at last.
And yours too, Margaret.
30 years. I thought about it every day.
It's all right now. You did the right thing. Everything else is beyond the law of man.
I'd like to reward you somehow.
I expect you wouldn't want anyone to hear about all this, right?
Well, if you... Will you keep it to yourself?
I don't want anything. And I won't tell anyone.
Thank you. My nephew is a tailor, and he knows a thing or two about alchemy. If you ever need anything from him, I'll put in a word for you. God be with you, Henry. Farewell. And maybe wash up a bit, so you don't scare people.
Thanks for the advice. There must be a wash tub over here somewhere. Is it hiding behind the house? Is it on the side of the house? Do you? There it is.
What is this true monster? Blech.
Wait, is that my horse? That's Pebbles, yep. Alright, return to the hermit. What was the one in yellow? Defeat Tom Gunn. Okay. Those bandits? Where are these people? I think they're bandits. Why would they twig to me otherwise? Yeah, trying to get this road here is a tough one for me. So I'm evidently need to be going this way. Yeah. Oh no, the Inquisitors got to him? Of course this couldn't go easier. Or it couldn't go easy. Now I'm gonna have a whole new hoop I have to go through. Okay, let's see what's about to happen.
Hey, fella! Listen! We need help!
Look at me.
What happened?
If you're going to see the hermit, be warned. The man in the hut is just pretending to be the hermit. His name is Conrad, and he's a fraud and a murderer. The Inquisition paid him to murder our Grandmaster Zdeněk in Prague. Fortunately, God did not let him carry out the crime. But 2 of our brothers were killed by Conrad when they tried to detain him.
And I see a third one will soon join them.
He was just about to flee from here as well. We took him by surprise, but he had time to grab that damned crossbow and shoot Klesgin. By the Virgin Mary, help us. We have to catch him.
You're a knight of an order.
Yes, I am Brother Arnold, a knight of the cross with the red star. And these are brothers Sibald and Nicholas. You are too late to make the acquaintance of Brother Klesgin, I'm afraid. We take care of the sick in infirmaries throughout the land. But we can't help our brother. You have to help us, while there's still time.
Did Conrad really want to flee?
Yes, we stopped him at the last moment. He almost got away, but we surrounded him.
Why should I get mixed up in it?
I'll pay you. We just need to distract Conrad's attention, that's all. Otherwise, we won't have a chance against his crossbow in that gorge.
I'm confused here. Did I fall for a trick? Why did I just do the thing I did with the old lady to bury the bones of Ambrose's brother if this guy is not actually a friend of Ambrose? Whose enemy knows such intimate details to send me on a quest of that nature to do? I really think these guys are the Inquisition. And if I say I'll help you, is that Henry choosing the side of the Inquisition willingly or through trickery? And if I choose I'm not going to get mixed up in this, can I still go and talk to the guy posing to be Ambrose and who is Conrad? Can I still go to Conrad and get his side of the story? Or if I choose I help you, am I locked into... Oh, man. Well, I took the Savior Schnapps, and I think if I'm not going to get mixed up in it, I think this is the choice. Then I'm going to go talk to Conrad and get his side of the story.
This is your business. I'm not going to get mixed up in it.
Mary, Mother of God. You must be in league with him. Of course. Why else would you be here? Damn it! I should have known!
I just lost reputation.
No, I'm not in league with him. And if I don't have any choice, I'll help you.
God, thank you. Try to get close unseen, and set fire to the haystack on the right-hand side of the yard. Then his crossbow will be useless. But do it quickly, before he gets away.
I still don't believe he's bad. Do you not recognize me?
Didn't see that coming, ah!
Mercy! I surrender!
Ah! Fucking hell! I can't get a shot in!
This is not going quite the way I want. Can I just get around you guys without...
Listen, we need help.
I would rather not talk to you.
God Almighty, didn't you hear? Come here.
Hey! Stop right there! Halt! Or I'll shoot.
Wait, Conrad! It's me, Henry!
Don't move a muscle, I mean it!
I don't know what's going on here. I just want to talk with you in peace.
I understand, but there's no time for talk now.
I just want the sword. That's all I care about.
I don't want to kill you. Go away.
I can help you. Let's talk.
All right. But make it quick. And no sudden movement. Agnosco fortunam. Cartagena.
What's going on?
You tell me. Or do you take me for a complete fool?
And what is it you want to hear from me?
Where can I find Ambrose's broken sword?
It's not far. At the edge of the meadow up there are 2 entangled birch trees. There's a grave beneath them, and the sword is on the grave.
That's all I need to know.
There's no time to go into it. Sorry, young man. You got mixed up in a game of high stakes, and there's no way back.
Am I gonna help him? I don't know who's on whose side.
In that case, we'll play that game out together. Just let them come.
Thank you, friend. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Nothing is how you think, Cardinal. They deceived you.
Watch out! I can't get a shot in! That hit home! Take that fucker out, damn it!
It'll be over in that jiffy. Didn't see that coming, ah!
I just need to stand here and tank.
I'll rip your arse open!
What was that, Eddie? A bandage! Quick!
Bandage?
I hope that's enough.
Damn it! What was that all about?
I think I owe you an explanation.
Yeah, you're right. Let's hear it then.
And what is it you want to hear from me?
Why were they trying to kill you?
I had proof that our Grand Master's Denyek had betrayed the Order and was conspiring with the Prague chapter. But it was turned against me. Damned Inquisition. First they chased out Ambrose, and now me.
Why were they trying to kill you?
I had proof that our Grand Master's Denyek had betrayed the Order and was conspiring with the Prague chapter. But it was turned against me. Damned Inquisition.
Okay.
First they chased out Ambrose, and now me.
That's all I need to know.
And that's an end to it. This is in return for your silence.
Thank you, but no. On the run, you'll need the money more than me.
But I will loot the hell out of these guys. Because that's what Henry does. Probably gonna be heavy as hell. Easy loot. Alright, do I got any new gear here? I got a new common longsword that is basically a two-handed weapon that I can use without a shield. Cool. I've got an Order of the Cross Knight shield. I can pretend to be an Order of the Cross member now. I have all of the required stuff to pull it off. I've got the tabard and the shield at this point. Where is the tabard at? What did I do with it? Did I sell it? Here's the Crusader cloak. But I thought I had the Waffenrock that I could actually wear, and I don't believe I would have sold it. Yeah, here it is. Crusade of the Red Star Waffenrock. Now I have a bunch more, actually. Alright, let's get through and make sure we're using the best gear we can be using. We'll stick with the military sword for now. Do I want to change to one of these? Okay, the question is, am I going to be pretending to be an Order of the Cross Knight if I use their heraldry? And is that honorable or not? That's the question. If I throw on this heraldry, do I become basically the equivalent of fallen valor, you know, where you're pretending to be someone you're not? I don't necessarily want to do that. But I do think the heraldry looks cool. And just from a cool looking heraldry stuff, I wouldn't mind wearing it. Alright, I'm going to equip it. Or try to equip it. Here we go. And see what our friend over there has to say. If he'll get mad that I'm wearing gear I shouldn't be wearing, That's how we'll test this. Open bassinet. This bell-shaped kettle hat seems to just straight up be better than all the rest of this. The current coif I have seems to be the best one. However, this male collar seems to be better. Master Huntsman's hood, Cilician cap, open bassinet. Alright, let's put it on, see what he says about it. A long hauberk in pretty poor condition, compared to my Saxon's hauberk, which is also in poor condition. Or there's this long pourpoint, which is in better condition and possibly altogether, but it goes in the tunic spot. It doesn't replace what I think it's replacing. It would be replacing this one, which definitely needs to be replaced. Okay, so we'll swap that out. This one's in fairly good condition, where this one's all beat up. Yeah, this one gives more coverage, but it's broken, and I don't have the tools to fix it. So for now, I think we'll equip this one in place of the Saxon's hauberk we're using now. Okay, this chainmail gauntlet is straight up better. Okay, our thing is absolutely busted. This one's better. However, these are far better than that is. Alright, I think we switch to that then, obviously. Riding gloves. Master Huntsman's gloves. These gloves are better armor per se. But if they're here to be armor, then they're not as good as the chainmail. Okay, they're here for armor, so stick with that. Half plate legs, leaf shaped coutures. All these old brigandine legs are stronger than the half plate legs and are in better condition. But these are worth more money. Okay, here's the question. Charisma 2/3. Charisma 6/6. Huh. Okay, well, we're gonna put these on, I guess. What happens with 10, 7, and 1. Didn't change charisma stat at all. Scapular with Saint. Silver cross with insignia. Okay, we're up to 8 in charisma with that one. Why did charisma change when I was... Alright, otherwise... I think we've got the best gear on we can wear. So let's wash up now. Now let's see if he's angry about what I'm wearing. He's not going to let me talk to him. He doesn't seem to be making a fuss. I've reached a new level of vitality because I'm walking around basically encumbered. I wish there was a third person, or... I would like to get a look at my Henry. Actually, I could look at it in the paper doll, right? I think Henry's looking fairly stylish at this point. Well, there's another guy to loot out here. He's got a military sword. Knights of the Cross hood. Canvas and long. Alright, I think we just loot him for money purposes. I am a fair amount overweight. Like, does Pebbles have the weight to carry all of this extra gear? Alright, Pebbles, we have an inventory to figure out here. Your horse can't carry more. Right, that's... And I'm not going to be able to mount you. So that's as... And I can't... Wish I could lead you. It's going to be a long walk. Am I going to walk it? Well, I don't see much option otherwise. Honestly, overland, Takov might be closer than walking all the way over to Troskowitz. Maybe I go on foot to the grave and then walk home. It's making sense in my mind. And actually, walking around overburdened like I am now is good for building strength. You know, I'm still moving fast enough that I'm not a turtle. Actually, I might have more perks that could maybe... What the hell? What's with the noises? You know what would really piss me off is if I died right now to a bandit. That would annoy the heck out of me, wouldn't it? So 2 intertwined birch trees. Again, does this game know what the hell a birch tree is? Nice view.
Where's the hermit's grave? It ought to be somewhere around here.
So these are birch trees. These are birch trees, actually, and these look intertwined. Ah, here we are. What wasn't it supposed to be? Here it is.
Now that's what I call steel. It may be broken, but there's hardly a trace of rust.
Well, at least it's a nice wide open area. I should be able to see a bandit a long ways away. Oh, I was going to check perks. That reminds me, I was going to check on the perks. Okay, so strength. This requires strength for all weapons will be 2 less. Requires you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage with this perk. That is actually a good question, is what is the strength requirement for the weapons I've been using? So I'm using a military sword right now. Whoops. 6 to 8 is a military sword's strength requirement. I'm good for that sword. The long sword, I don't know what it's gonna be. Pack mule. Now this might help us. You're strong and also not stupid, so you know philosophizing won't carry your backpack for you. Your carrying capacity is increased by 12 pounds. Yes, please. I want that perk. Am I still overweight? Yes. Agility. Fall damage is reduced. If you use one-handed weapons without a shield, attacks will cost 20% less stamina. Blocking will also cost less stamina and be more effective. This effect works even with a torch in your offhand. Nimble stance. I don't dodge. I've never pressed the space bar to dodge anything, so I don't think nimble stance is going to do me any good. So this is for a one-handed weapon. I don't see the point in using a one-handed weapon without a shield. If I do change from from the current weapon I'm using, it's to use a two-handed longsword, which this perk will do me no good for. So I don't think I'm a fan of this perk, which leaves featherweight. Having 30% less fall damage isn't a huge perk, but I think it's more useful than the other ones for me. Eating less food is always nice. Balanced diet. If you don't overeat, get drunk, or starve for 3 consecutive days, your stamina will recover 20% faster and you will gain 10% more experience in the vitality stat. If you overeat, get drunk, or starve, you will lose the perk effect and will need to reactivate it. Yeah, I have a feeling that overeating, getting drunk, or starving are things that I very well could do on accident. Your energy, in some activities you have found a delight so great that if you occupy the spirit with them, the body will rest. Your energy will slowly replenish while doing alchemy, sharpening, blacksmithing, or playing dice. That's interesting. Washing in a tub or pier or taking a bath in a bathhouse will cure 10 points of your health. Plus, if you go to bed clean, you'll heal 25% faster while you sleep. Alright, now we're talking about a perk that looks very interesting. Well dressed. You like to dress well, and you can't stand it when dirt stains your beautiful clothes or face. So you've learned some specific precautions to avoid it as much as possible. Your clothes and body will get dirty 20% slower. In addition, by washing in a tub, you can get rid of all the dirt on your body, but you still have to go to a bathhouse or a pond with your clothes. I see. That one's good too. Healing faster from washing, or just flat up getting cleaner. I think healing from washing. Oh, and I can get another one, evidently. Well, then, well dressed it is. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are in near perfect yeah, that rarely happens. You buy and sell potions, herbs, recipe books, alchemy-related items. Yeah, no. It's easier for you to sell stolen goods. If you succeed in doing so, you'll gain some stealth and thievery experience. I don't really steal. Jack of trades. You get a bonus of +2 to skill checks. You'll also get twice the amount of experience from these skill checks. Yes. Main level. After killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery. The effect lasts for 30 seconds. Interesting. Changes in your reputation, good or bad, spread more widely across the land. In towns, villages, and their surroundings areas, you gain +1 bonus on strength, agility, vitality, and speech. If you are in an area where you have a good reputation, 60 or more, you gain +2 bonus on strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Similar to Burger, okay. Martin's Heritage. Okay, you will improve faster in sword fighting, crafting, and survival skills, as all experience gained will be 10% higher. That one's pretty good. Radzig's Heritage. You will improve faster in heavy weapons, shooting, and scholarship skills, as all experience. A lot of these are good. In towns, villages, and their surrounding areas, you gain. Most places where I'm going to need speech is going to be in towns. So I think this Burger's pick is going to help me in most speech checks all across the board. And that's what I'm most concerned with from this perk area. So we'll go with Burger. And I think maybe next I'll go with Local Hero, though these two would be better to pick earlier because they help you raise skills faster. So you don't want to save these for the end. You want to get them sooner than later. I like to shoot, however, I think Martin's Heritage is better. It gives crafting, survival, and sword fighting. I use all three of these more so than the heavy weapons. Well, scholarship is good actually. Oh, hard to choose between those two. Those are both pretty good in my mind. You can sell herbs, game, hide, and trophies for double price. Quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve the quality of the bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, the perks will have no effect. So this is basically for sleeping at camps. Bounty of the Wild, you can also get fur trophies, selected cuts of meat, and offal from killed game. Ah, that could make hunting more interesting. Leg Day. When collecting herbs, you also gain a small amount of experience and strength skill. When collecting herbs, you gain a chance to find additional herb. If you hit your target in the chest, your shot will do 10% more damage. The effect will also apply when hitting from behind. While in the forest, your scent will be halved. Your stamina will recover 15% faster. Your strength, vitality, and agility will be increased by 1, and your stealth skill will be increased by 2. Ooh, that's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time not picking that one. I can pick another one. I'm thinking Bounty of the Wild. I want to be able to get fur and trophies and stuff from things I kill. Cushion is still the only one here for scholarship. Houndmaster I don't care about. Horsemanship. Melee attack from horseback. Repairs with the collar kit. Your horse will briefly run faster than the wind. The effect lasts 10 seconds. 5% slower while galloping. Your horse will use 5% less stamina while riding on roads. When riding off-roads, your horse will consume stamina 5% slower. Your horse is nearly out of stamina. You can spur it on with left shift to recover some of it. Perk has 120-second cooldown. These are for horse racing, obviously. Alright, can gallop longer basically. For when we're fleeing from things, I suppose this will be useful. I'll save some of those perks for horse racing. Drinking, I don't drink. Well, not really. Craftsmanship, though. Your gear will be damaged 10% slower, so you don't have to repair it as often. Definitely nice. Repairs by craftsmen will be 20% cheaper for you. I want to repair it myself, honestly. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with armor kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until... if you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost 25%. Gear will be damaged 10% slower. Alright, warfare. In combat, your stamina will regenerate 10% faster. I think stamina is really key in this game to everything, so let's go with the stamina. Each successful sword combo significantly reduces your opponent's agility. I'm not really a combo person. After performing a sword combo or a master strike, you instantly regain some of your... I'm not really a combo person. I don't really fully charge my sword attacks either. Alright, none of the above. We'll just sit on our perks. Alright, that'll do for now. I don't think I've changed my situation. I think I'm still overweight. Yes. I can clearly see Troskowitz. However, according to the map, I'm kind of equally distant from Takov as I am from Troskowitz. This has the better potential to sell off the heavy loot. The smith is only limited on what he can buy. I should go this way. Out for a nice little stroll through the field. I got another strength perk point. Let's check it out. To knock someone out or kill them stealthily. You know, that might not be so bad. However, what are the next ones coming up? Strong as a bull. That's kind of what I want. We'll save our point. For strong as a bull. But yeah, walking around encumbered like this is obviously a good way to train strength. Honestly, I'm not that slow. Gonna look at this town from an angle you don't see it. It's odd how the town looks different when you look at it from a different perspective. Like, what is this building back here? And who are those people? Are they friendly?
What are you doing here? Hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Oh, this is the rat house.
Around here, friend. Always out today. Hope it lasts.
I'm pretty sure I washed recently.
Was machst du? Raus, du Bast!
Hello,
Grüß
friend.
Gott, was brauchst du?
Let's trade.
What do you have for sale?
Charisma 9/9. 10/11. Alright, I think we can get rid of this one. Noble quilted trousers. I didn't see those before. Wonder if these are gonna be 10/10 on the charisma. They're more charismatic, I think, than the Huntsman hose are. I might end up using these in one of the other loadouts. Old Brigadier legs. Travel boots 12/13. 12/13. 6/6. Okay. And the Huntsman boots are 6/. So these travel boots, we'll want to keep a set of them, I think. A Kalachki. Increases strength by 2. Or books. Books to read. Very nice. Cobbler kit.
Word about the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
Ooh, nice.
Is this enough?
That's too much. Nein, das bringt doch nichts. I'm done haggling with you.
Okay then. Closed deal.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen. Fancy that? I hired my money in the mattress too.
So you did take the money from the mattress?
Just my This is a bit of a celebration. Oh,
Okay, change outfits. So this is... Right, this supposedly does give some charisma. This coat is in a bad way. Does this give any charisma? Yeah, supposedly having the rusted plate on does. (9/10) 10/11. (9/9). Kettle hat doesn't exactly do anything. That on. The male coif would remove the hat, or doesn't it remove the hat? Let's check. Removes the hat. Defense, durability, it does nothing for charisma to have the shield equipped. What about the sword? Doesn't seem to do anything either. Alright, so let's wash up. Alright, so in full we look dressed up pretty like mode. We're at 11, 11, 20. And with our other set, we're at 11, 8, 19. Okay, so there is a reason to switch, I suppose.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Is he? Alright, let's call in Pebbles. Girl. Okay, and we don't need more than one military sword, so we might as well sell it. Though, I wonder if it would make sense to sharpen it up and get it to its best condition before selling it. If it'll change the price on it. I assume it would. I'm not convinced that those riding gloves are still, not as of yet, useless. Let's go to inventory. of the player. Well, do I have gloves on here? I don't believe I do. Well, I have the Master Huntsman's gloves. That's what's going on. Which are 18/18. Yeah, they're more charismatic by far. Okay. Actually, I should use this set for haggling.
Oh my god. I'm awfully hot.
That nobleman came back. He said he's not going to let it drop.
Verdammt hochnäsig.
Hochnäsig? Meaning his nose is up.
Ja?
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
Was willst du, Fremder? What do you want, eh?
Show me your wares.
Where's the male coif I'm using right now? Oh, right here. Okay. Bassinet is 8/9 in charisma. The bell-shaped kettle hat is nowhere near as charismatic. But I'm not going to be wearing a bassinet for charisma purposes. Probably true. 3 is not exactly a number we want rolled often. Not 2 and especially not 4. I don't need that dice. Don't need that dice. And you're not willing to haggle with me right now. Okay.
Thank you, and take care.
Okay, Ambrose is broken, or no. Yeah, it looks like I have shoes that could use the cobbler's kit, I believe. Can we select them all? Okay. X confirm. Did I fix it? Yeah, I think so. Very good. I don't have the skill to fix this item. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's change into our armored outfit and head home. I think this is the right direction. Let's double check. Yeah, we're heading to Takeoff. Correct? Yes.
Old gods. I wonder what their names were.
2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche yet deeper still. Place to give one's heart to God, behold my armor gleaming still.
I see they haven't been forgotten, and the locals still worship them. I can't really blame them seeing the state of this land.
Mighty stone. Something about this spot sort of twigged to me, but I don't think this is the spot for that. And no, I'm not going to look it up online. I don't want to ruin it. I want to figure it out on my own. I don't think this is it. But it was worth a stop.
I'll go crazy. Where the fuck is it?
Whoa, whoa.
What's going on, sir? You don't sound like a bandit.
What are you looking for?
Ah, I found this parchment close by, and if you ask me, it's a map to, well, something.
What, exactly? You can't leave me hanging like that.
All right, well, I'm hoping it's a treasure map that will lead me to my fortune.
Show me the map.
Well, how about you show it to me? I'm pretty familiar with these parts. I might be able to help you.
Well, all this wandering has made my feet sore, but you'll give it back straight away. You got that? Or I'll lose my temper.
Don't worry.
Okay, treasure map. 4th. E-read.
So, what's it going to be?
What the?
So, what's it going to be?
I have no idea. Is that a river? It's a house.
You're mine! Go fuck yourself! Don't
I surrender.
play games with me. Fine.
Enough!
Fuck you and your surrender!
Dude, chill out.
Useless! I'm all yours! Rule change, you whoreson!
Hmm. Can I put something onto his corpse? Is that a thing? Doesn't seem to be a thing. Have your treasure map, dude. I'm sorry you were so impatient. Didn't want to fight. You left me no choice.
Whoa!
Alright, let's get a good night's sleep.
A nag like this couldn't have cost more than 10 groschen. And a stale loaf of bread.
Hey, stop with the frickin' grr. Leave my horse alone.
I really need to eat something.
Do I?
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
What? Why are you referring to me as a yokel?
So I'm back, Master Blacksmith.
Excellent. How did it go with the hermit?
He's dead.
What? Did you?
No, not me. It just got a bit complicated. Anyway, it turns out old Ambrose really used to be a knight. And this really is Toledo steel. You were right, Blacksmith.
God's nails. That's quite something.
First class welded steel. Ambrose must have broken the sword himself, deliberately. It wouldn't have just happened in battle.
That's exactly what we need. See now, youngster. My clever plan worked out nicely in the end.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your, clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.
Wait, I thought you wanted to do it yourself. I'm just your assistant, after all.
Not at all. I trust you. One day you'll become a master. That is, unless you lose your head first.
Okay, forge and hand over the sword. So what? Go here? No. We go here. How do I start this? Other? Axes? Hermit sword. Here we go. Woohoo! I get to smith again! Okay, so... And... There we go. Okay, to anvil. Hey, what's it doing? Okay, to the anvil. Rotate it. I don't know why it's glitching out today.
This'll take a bit longer. It's already cooled off. It's not worth it.
and rotate.
Oh, God. I better not botch this up. That doesn't look good. A bit more and I'll fuck it up.
I'll be right with you.
Sakra. I'm doing something wrong. Kurva. I fucked it up.
Really? You're kidding me, right? I can just start over? Good. So I don't like the fact that this blade does this weird I'm gonna stick through the anvil thing.
going? And for you.
Pissing down rain again.
Well, I've got half finished.
Rotate.
Damn weather.
Where's your sister?
Fine. Why'd you ask?
I heard she was sick. I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
It was nothing. Just a slight cold. Aye, and Anne would be calling for the priest, but women are made of stronger stuff.
Almost got it done.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
Well, have a nice journey. I'll be going.
Until we meet again, I wish you well.
Pissing down again.
I should heat it up again.
Quench and finish, it says? Alright. How did I do?
What would you like?
I've got something for you, blacksmith.
God's nails, you weren't bullshitting.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
Looks like. This is a damned fine piece of steel. Damned fine.
Thanks. I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you.
I'll pay you, of course. And if you want to do some smithing, I won't throw you out of my forge either.
No, you know full well what I need. I have to get to Samin's wedding.
Why is it so important for you? It'll just be a lot of people stuffing their faces. You can find that anywhere.
I have my reasons, and you don't need to know them.
God's nails, lad. You're full of mysteries. But whatever, that's your business. I don't mind taking you to the wedding. Nothing to it. We can set off once you're ready.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Okay, what can I buy from you? A blacksmith kit, an armor kit. All the iron. All the fastening material. Hell, I'll even take the copper. Do I need charcoal? Yeah, why not? Common longsword, you say? How much money do I currently have?
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right, I'm listening.
Satisfied?
More.
Okay, so he went down 40. I'll meet him about here.
Finally, a reasonable sum. You, and a good day to you, friend.
Where's that recipe? Iron, coin, sword, pommel, ordinary sword guard, pigskin, steel. Well, I don't have an ordinary sword guard, and I don't have pigskin.
What do you want here, you scoundrel?
Why are you
Why'd
calling me a
barge in
scoundrel?
here?
Hello? What?
Show me your wares.
Okay, there's no sword guard here. Wonder if it's something I just magically know.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Player. Oh, I was gonna sharpen up that sword to sell it. Correct. Charcoal is listed as alchemy. Blacksmith's kit. Oh, nice. Select X confirm. I thought you just sharpened the sword to fix it. Alright, I'm gonna run this sword over the grinder for a bit. But first I'll do the armor kit. How did I do on those leggings? The kettle hat was what I fixed first. It is fully repaired. How did we do? Terrible. Alright, let's use it on this just for testing purposes. Up to 100. Alright, well. Use it on my good sword. Or if I can make the edge better than 56.
No need to sharpen this.
No need to sharpen this, you say? Okay. What about ours?
No need to sharpen this.
Yes. Okay.
How can I help you today, friend?
Show me your wares.
I'm gonna sell you my extra sword for a whole 6.8 bucks. Doesn't seem like a good deal on my behalf.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Is this enough?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Are there other blacksmiths in the world? Where do I find the crossguard recipe? Maybe...
What are you here for, friend?
Could you teach me
I'd like
something?
to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Craftsmanship basic?
I'd happily pay for some blacksmithing tips.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
It's not giving me the... You know what? I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. So, I am still trying to learn the blacksmith trade. I could probably look up videos online, but I don't want to ruin the whole experience. I want to learn it on my own and figure out in the game on my own. There must be another blacksmith in the land that I can get recipes from, I'm guessing. Or the recipes drop as loot or something? And there still is a bit of the map I haven't really explored. And there's another map, from what I understand, that connects to this. We need tooltips, guys. If you're watching Kingdom Come Deliverance, don't leave us so blind. Like, pigskin probably kills some boars, and I'll probably stumble across some pigskin that way, is the assumption. I've gotten coin sword pummels from loot in the past. Maybe that's where I get the ordinary sword guard. I need to come across it through loot. That would actually sort of make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably where we get this stuff. Anyway, maybe in the next episode, we're gonna go hunting birds' nests. I have a feeling that birds' nests is a source of what we're looking for. But let's go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I am Jim Johnson, aka Softplay. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing, and until the next time, all peace.